One.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? We're checking out the Google Maps JavaScript API. We're back again. I've tweaked a little bit since the first video in the series. Um, I've definitely rang out to the API a bunch of times. Which, before we look at the map, we'll go over. You can go to Developers Console, Google Developers Console. You have to get a key in order to access the APIs and do these custom maps. And it's just keeping track of your usage. I think you get like 20,000 like hits a day or something. Like you don't have to pay until you seriously log. So I've logged 141 hits on the JavaScript API. And I think I'm using the directions API. I'm not quite sure how that's going, but I'm not. My key must be in JavaScript, so I don't know how that all works. But in 30 days, I've hit it up 193 times. So, get rid of that thing. So, yeah, you can come here. And I have just barely scratched the surface of this stuff. Like, you go through some of this stuff, and it's like, this is busting out their whole entire developers platform, or all their different platforms. The G Suite, advertising APIs, analytics, social, the Maps suite of APIs, Cloud Machine, mobile APIs. Anyway, this is what I've been working with. See this icon here? This is the Fusion tables. I went to the web store, whatever it is, the Chrome OS store. I still can't get into the Play Store, but I can get web store, they call it, whatever it is, where you get the Chrome OS apps and extensions. And boom, just snag this baby. This is sweet. This is where you enter. This is the cool part. You enter your data. I can enter in a point right now. This is my actual data, and every time it loads, like look, Marshalls. This GPS coordinate, blah blah blah, Firestone Court. You come over to my map, and boom, that's Marshalls, Firestone Court, right there. I have yet to get to the part where you format these cards, but I'm sure that's coming. I hope it's coming because they're shite right now. And the weird thing is, like, that data doesn't come over. Maybe there's a way to get it to come over. But like, you have your card layout here, which is just a representation of each row. And you can publish the card layout as well. That's interesting. But wonder what that entails. Okay, you can embed it, and you can embed a table. They've covered like everything. Well, you can do images here. I haven't been able to get the images to work really. I've got a couple. Yeah, here's another the Donald. I've got a couple working. Some didn't work, and just because I'm requesting them all from just links, just sometimes they don't work out for whatever reason. And then right in here, you've also got an instant map based on your data, because you got to have one column that maps the location. I believe via just GPS coordinates, which you can get from Google Map itself, or you can get from another site. And I think there's even something built in where it'll reverse engineer an address, and the Google Maps can look up an address like a snap of the fingers. It's amazing. You can put in you can put in like Pizza Hut, and it'll freaking pop up the Pizza Hut next to you in a split second. And I'm just exploring this stuff, so I'm going to learn more as we go. But this is just different ways to represent your data. Like I put an index on each one, and it'll give, I put 1 for houses, 2 for shops, 3 for recreation, stuff, something like that. But it'll apply that to your data. Yeah, so yellow was houses because that's my house way down here. Green was like stores because that's Marshall's. Recreation is blue. Medical is probably red. Yeah, red's medical in this iteration of it. But yeah, there's a bunch of different things that I haven't even gotten into, like polygons, like layered over the top lines. I've gotten to the point where I can generate a key or a legend, whatever, in here, but it's not giving me the actual name. It's just the number. And you can get in here and do, I barely scratched the surface of this, but you can actually write custom HTML for the cards in here. So I've done that. Here's the Donald Trump golf course. So like I just started, obviously it's like the worst HTML markup ever, but you can totally change the layout of the card. Like, look, that image is way scrunchy because of whatever dimension I've got set on there. So watch, we can go, and you can do like an automatic version where it's pre-formatted, just the way they do it. Okay, so this is why. Make this wider. Ooh. I wonder what 100% gets us. You get the Donald in full effect. So these card things are pretty cool. Like Trump course is right down the street. But I mean, I don't even know what sizes half these images are. So they may be just filling the container. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't really dug into it, but what if we did probably like 200 by 400, something like that. And border, do border, 2 pixel, solid, red. I don't know. Just to show you, it's just inline style. Well, I'm going to sit down eventually and there's Donald. I'm going to sit down eventually and style these out nice, get the right dimensions going and stuff like that. Get the images and the cards, especially when I figure out how to link it to the website. But yeah, this Fusion, and there's more to it. It's super easy to, you can just add a row, and boom, everything you pre-described, you come up with all the column names yourself, and then boom, you can make your own drop-down lists. And this is where I made my own index code. Here's the code right here. Excuse me, man, I had some Mexican that's killing me today. So that's your Fusion table. That is the developer tools. We're almost out of time. But you want to go start the maps. Actually, you want to start with straight up maps APIs. And then next video, I'm going to show you where we can customize a map. And then I'll bring you back and show you features on my map, which was what this video was supposed to be about in the first place. It ended up being about Trump a little bit. Sorry.